Hi, this is Bill from the Upside of Downsizing. So yesterday I posted a video about some plastic sawhorses that I had been using to build a table to hold our solar batteries just in the workshop until we're ready to install them. And I'm a big boy and I can take my medicine. So I got a bunch of interesting comments and nice suggestions, including why don't you just build some wooden sawhorses. Well, I don't need any more sawhorses, but I am going to build a wooden table to hold these batteries until we're ready to do the final installation. So what I'm going to do is I'm taking some 4x4s. So I'm taking 4x4s and I'm going to do a lap joint with some 2x4. Basically, I'm building a trestle table. So I'm going to build the trestle table using 4x4s and 2x4 cross members. I'll use lap joints and half lap joints, and then on the top I'll probably end up using some reclaimed 2x8s that I have from a demolition that I did on a neighbor's carport. I got some extra left over. So I'll let you see how the progress is going. Want to thank everyone for watching and for the suggestions, and so now I'm going to build a table. Okay, so what I did was I took the 2x4. This is all rough sawn lumber. I took the 2x4, laid it across two, cut my 4x4s to the height that I want the table at, and then I made a 2x4 across, marked it, and cut it out with the, did a lap joint with the circular saw. And then what I'll do is this 2x4 here will be the cross, this will be the individual legs, and then I'll do a second one for a brace down lower, and I'll keep you informed as how it's going. Okay, I've got the first trestle done, first leg, whatever you want to call it. And like I said, had to come inside the tent to get out of the wind, but just used lap joints here and down here. 3-inch screws to secure it. Probably should use lag screws, and maybe I'll add them at a later point, but right now I just want to try to get this thing done, and I think for what I'm doing it'll be sufficient. But I do have some leftover lag screws, and they're too long, so I'd have to go to town and pick up some more, but those can be added for additional stability at a later point in time. So that's the first one. Now I got to make another one. Okay, so what I did was I cut 2 stringers 5 feet long, and then I notched the cross members out, did on both sides. You can see it. Let me see if I can pull it apart. That's in there pretty tight. There you go. You can see what I did. I'll secure this together with some glue and screws, and I'm going to do the same thing. I've cut a second one for down here, going across here for extra stability, and I've notched that out already. Yeah, the plastic sawhorses. Notched it out already on both sides, and now I just have to transfer the measurements and notch it out in the center. Okay, so it's end of day 1 of the workshop table / workbench build, and I've got the base done using rough sawn 2x4s, lap joints, and it's just a trestle type table, 5 feet wide, 2 feet deep. And tomorrow I'm going to make a top out of 2x8s, and I'll probably put a lower shelf in here as well, just to keep things off the ground. A little additional storage. So this is in response to all the people who said, why don't you just get some wooden sawhorses? You know, I don't take it personally. In fact, I want to thank you all for the comments, because it kind of quote-unquote shamed me into building this, and I realized it was the right thing to do, and frankly I have fun doing it. So it didn't cost me anything. This is just lumber I had laying around the homestead, and tomorrow I'm going to finish it up with the tabletop. Good morning, this is Bill from the Upside of Downsizing. It's day 2 of the wooden workbench slash table build. So yesterday I put together the base that you're seeing right here using 2x4 rough sawn lumber, and I've got it all connected together, glued and screwed everything, let it sit overnight, and today I'm going to be making the top. So I'm just looking at it, contemplating whether I'm going to put in additional supports running from here across to here or not. Oh, visitor came. Hey, what's going on? Anyways, so I'm going to get started with the tabletop. Okay, so using 2x8 lumber that I had reclaimed from the demolition of a neighbor's carport, I made a tabletop as well as a storage area underneath. And again, this is reclaimed, so there are some defects in the wood. It's a little older, a little bit of twisting, a little bit of cupping on it, but this is a workbench. This is not a piece of furniture. Anyways, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to hit it real quick with a sander to take out some of these defects here and call it done. I'll get back to you and show you the finished product. Okay, I just did a quick sand on the top. I don't own a belt sander. Probably a good thing that I don't, because otherwise I'd want to get this thing down so that it was really smooth and level. As you can see, there are some areas where the boards have a little bit of cupping, and I tried with clamps and long wood screws to bring it down flat, and it just wasn't going to go. So again, I just have to keep it all in perspective and realize what it is and what it's intended for. So now, I don't know, after sanding it, maybe I think I'm going to hit it with a quick coat of polyurethane just to protect it from any kind of oil or anything. If I'm working on chainsaws and things like that, it'll kind of just prevent some staining. So I think I'll do that. So I put 2 coats of polyurethane on, and just to give the top a little bit of protection, again, from any kind of oils or other liquids I might be using on the workbench surface. That is, of course, after my batteries, the solar batteries, are installed. But this table is the result of comments and suggestions from our viewers, and we really appreciate the support and also the comments, even when they come across a little bit, oh, how should I say, a little bit like they're making fun of what I do. I kind of listen to it and take it to heart and think about what's being said, and in this case, it really ended up being a worthwhile project. This took me probably about a total of 4 hours to build, 4 or 5 hours to build total, and it was certainly worth it. Put it this way, my wife likes it, and she's already put her name on it after the batteries have been installed. We'll see about that. Anyways, this is Bill from the Upside of Downsizing. Again, thank you for all your support. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them in the box below. And if you hadn't had a chance to subscribe, please do, and we'll catch you in the next video.